Passover is a special time for Jewish people. It's a time to remember a miracle from long ago. Many years ago, the Jewish people were slaves in Egypt. They were treated badly and forced to work very hard. God saw their suffering and wanted to help them. He chose a man named Moses to lead the Jewish people out of slavery. Moses went to the Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, and asked him to let his people go. But Pharaoh refused. God was angry with Pharaoh for being stubborn, so he sent 10 plagues to Egypt. The plagues were honestly terrible. One plague turned the water into blood. Another plague brought swarms of locusts that ate all the crops. The last plague was the worst. It killed all the firstborn sons in Egypt, including Pharaoh's son. But God told Moses how to protect the Jewish people. He told them to sacrifice a lamb and put its blood on their doorposts. When the angel of death saw the lamb's blood, he passed over the houses of the Jewish people. Their firstborn sons were safe. Pharaoh was heartbroken by the loss of his son. He finally agreed to let the Jewish people go free. The Jewish people left Egypt in a hurry. They didn't even have time for their bread to rise. This is why Jewish people eat unleavened bread, called matzah, during Passover. It reminds them of their quick escape from Egypt. Many years later, Jesus, a Jewish man who Christians believe was the Son of God, celebrated Passover with his disciples. This meal is called the Last Supper. Jesus knew that he would soon be arrested and killed. He wanted to share a special meal with his friends before he died. At the Last Supper, Jesus broke bread and gave it to his disciples. He said, "This is my body, which is given for you." Then he took a cup of wine and said, "This is my blood, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins." Jesus was explaining that he would soon die for the sins of all people. Just like the Passover lamb whose blood saved the Jewish people in Egypt, Jesus' death would save people from their sins. After the Last Supper, Jesus was arrested. He was put on trial and sentenced to death. Jesus was nailed to a cross and died. This is called the crucifixion. But the story doesn't end there. 3 days later, something amazing happened. Jesus rose from the dead. This day is celebrated as Easter. For Christians, Easter is a time of great joy and hope. It celebrates Jesus' victory over death and the promise of eternal life. The torn veil in the temple, which separated people from God's presence, symbolizes that through Jesus, people can now have a direct relationship with God. Both Passover and Easter are about freedom and new beginnings. Passover celebrates the Jewish people's freedom from slavery. Easter celebrates freedom from sin and death through Jesus. Both holidays remind us that even in dark times, there is always hope.